You said you can go ahead and keep your AR-15. Dude, I don't need your permission for that. I have a lot of AR-15s. Do you know why I have a lot of AR-15s? Because I'm a grown-ass woman and I can, because that's the rifle that I like to actually use. I can handle it. I enjoy shooting it. And it's, again, I will remind you, responsible for the least amount of illegally used criminal activity out there. That's the uncomfortable fact that a lot of other individuals don't want to acknowledge. They don't want to acknowledge that particular truth. The idea that we have to seek permission from a guy who talks with his hands and writes when he was a teenager about murdering children, whether or not we can keep our rifles, that's not something that we go to ask him permission for. That's not how any of this works. Again, not how ballistics work. The military don't carry AR-15s. You're talking about the M16 version, and here's the difference. There's a little bit of, for the lack of a better way to put it, just to condense it all down in the short amount of time that we have, some things for structural integrity, et cetera, but also the M16 is select fire capability, meaning the AR-15 is semi-automatic. Everybody, I'm preaching to the choir right now considering you're watching NRA TV, but with the M16 you have the opportunity to choose between semi-automatic or 3-round burst or full auto, which he apparently doesn't understand. And by the way, it's been impossible to get those things since the 80s when that law passed. Things that you need to know if you're going to lecture people about it, right? I don't sit here and go and tell him how to brew craft beer, so you don't need to come and tell me how firearms work and how different firearm law actually works. Have the knowledge to match the zeal, bottom line. His logic is non-existent. But the hand talking though, and I'm a hands talker,